Today on CWN, it's Valentine's Day.
And we have what's playing at Movies Inc. and other events around Corpus Christi. I'm Maddie.
And I'm William. And today's Friday, February 14th, 2025.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Coach Luna's cooking class took advantage of the colder weather and cooked up some caldo, or soup. Let's see what one group made.
Hey Kat, today I'm here with Addie Hilliard, and I heard y'all did some cooking in Miss Luna's class today. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so in Miss Luna's class today, we cooked some soup. We used ground beef, and we added rice and then some water, and then we just let it marinate for about 15 minutes and served it, and it was really good.
Thank you.
Due to the colder weather in the morning, the Outdoor Adventures class spent their period in the archery complex shooting some arrows. They don't just get to shoot arrows, but they learned how to fix their equipment as well.
It's Mireya and Lauren,
Even
and today we're talking about what we do when it's cold outside in Outdoor Adventures.
So today, it was pretty chilly outside. It was about 55 degrees, so too cold to go outside. But we ended up going to the archery facility and shot some arrows. Sometimes whenever we shoot some arrows, the little fletchings come off. It's just complications that just happens.
Yeah, and also the bows also get damaged. Sometimes our string will start to unravel and get loose, so we have to restring them. And we took a whole day, and we spent it learning how to restring the bows about last week, and that was also fun and interesting to learn about.
Mm-hmm. And once the arrows and bows are fixed, we can go back down to the archery facility and take some wins against Coach Lamb. Thank you guys. Now back to the studio.
Mrs. Burkhart's AP Physics class has been working really hard recently, soon coming to an end with the optics lab. She's here to tell us about what they've been doing and what great things there is to learn about this lab.
Hey guys, I'm Hunter. I'm here with Miss Burkhart. So Miss Burkhart, we heard that you have a lab going on in your class. Can you tell us all about that?
Yes, we're doing one of the last part of our optics lab, and they're looking at lenses and how lenses behave, and it's actually refraction, and they're measuring focal points, and they're projecting images and measuring things about that.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Miss Burkhart. That's it from us. Now back to the studio.
It's time to see who we are honoring today for Black History Month.
In continuing our celebration of Black History Month, we have Huron Road Revels. Road Revels was an American Republican politician and minister in the African Methodist Episcopal Church and college administrator. Born free in North Carolina, he later lived and worked in Ohio, where he voted before the Civil War. Elected by the Mississippi legislature to the United States Senate as a Republican to represent Mississippi in 1870 and 1871 during the Reconstruction era. He was the first African American to serve in either house of the U.S. Congress. That's all from us. Back to the studio.
It's Valentine's Day, and what better way to celebrate than with dinner and a movie? Here's what's playing this weekend at Movies Inc.
Thank you, anchors. This weekend at Movies Inc., we have Captain America, Brave New World, Paddington in Peru, and Dogman. Captain America, Brave New World is about Sam Wilson, who officially takes up the mantle of Captain America. After meeting newly elected U.S. President Thaddeus Ross, Sam finds himself in the middle of the international incident and must discover the reason. That's all from me, and back to the anchors.
Want to know what else is going on around Corpus Christi? Well, listen as in on Studio 361.
Hey cats, welcome to Studio 361. On February 14th through 16th, the Songwriters Festival in Corpus Christi has live performances, workshop, and networking for music lovers. You like music, you gonna be there?
Oh, I love music. I'm gonna be there with my guitar. Then on February 15th, 123 Andres in Corpus Christi offers lively Latin music performances and interactive music for kids and families. You gonna be there on that one?
Oh, I love Latin music too. And on February 15th, Takedown Soccer Game will be in Corpus Christi, featuring exciting matches and a fun time for soccer fans. And I love soccer. What about you?
I've watched a couple soccer games. I'll watch that one. On February 14th, the Valentine's Day sushi class will take place in Texas State Museum of Asian Cultures from 6 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. So make sure, take your Valentine to make sushi and have a good time.
Studio 361, out.
Mrs. Deagle enlightened her students of the joys of making a floral arrangement for Valentine's Day, while also learning key terms for the course. Let's take a look.
Hey, Catch, I'm here with Ms. Deagle. So, Ms. Deagle, what is the project you're doing in photo design?
So today we're doing two options of a project. One is a single rose bouquet, and the other is a full project. It's got a heart-shaped, kind of foliage piece in it, and then they are using an example of a certification term, pillowing, to complete the rest.
That sounds cool. How are your students liking it?
They really like it. It's messy, but it's always fun.
That's cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
Back to the studio.
There is a blood drive coming up on the 18th. We spoke to the nurses to get some more information, so let's send it to them.
Hey Cats, I'm Alec and I'm here with the nurses. So, I heard y'all having a blood drive. Can y'all tell me more about that?
Yes, the upcoming blood drive is February 18th, which is next Tuesday. And if you donate, you can earn a shirt and some free Girl Scout cookies. So come on and donate and help save lives.
And seniors, don't forget, it's just getting closer to graduation and you need that red cord. So come and donate to earn your red cord or get families to come and donate.
Thank you, that's all, and back to the studio.
Emma, a student here at Calallen, has been doing a lot of great things for the school and our friends and family that surround us. She's been collecting stuffed animals and donating them to people in need. Let's take it to Emma to see how you can donate some stuffed animals for the needy.
In Miss Luna's Family and Community Service class, I'm doing my end of the year project where I get donations for stuffed animals to children in foster care. In room 206, y'all can donate them from 8:30 to 4 p.m. every single day. There's going to be a little trash can in the front where you drop them in. And I will be dropping them off on the 28th of every month at the Corpus Christi Police Center. And I'll be dropping them off at 5 p.m. So, yeah.
There was a fun lab going on in Mr. Smith's class today. To go on with the Valentine's Day theme, they had a speed dating lab. Let's take it to Mr. Smith to see what they made.
Good morning, Cats. I'm here with Mr. Smith. Mr. Smith, you did your speed dating lab or ion compound lab. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so what we do is we use speed dating as a metaphor for forming ionic compounds. Each student is given a metal or a nonmetal. The metals have to lose electrons, the nonmetals have to gain electrons, and they have to match up and make the right pairing. And so they have to get up, talk to each other, find out who's a metal, who's a nonmetal, and then do the correct formula. And so it's a kind of a fun lab, and it is Valentine's Day. It's a good day to date.
That's great. Now let's take it back to the studio.
Now let's send it over to Callie for Wildcat Media.
Thank you, anchors, and welcome back to Wildcat Media. Wildcat Media is sponsored by Sonic America's Drive-In. Let's wish our yearbook editor and soccer goalie Caitlin Sky a fast recovery after she had her ACL surgery yesterday. We hope to see her back to school on Monday. Now it's all for media. Back to the anchors.
Thank you, Callie.
Now let's send it over to Maddie with the rundown on sports after this short break.
Hey Wildcats, I'm here with Officer Mickens, and she's going to be going over metal detector procedures.
Well, we were wanting to touch base on process for coming in through the detectors and hopefully making it a little easier for y'all not to set those metal detectors off for each other. As y'all come in and y'all walk through the metal detectors, it's nice for y'all to spread apart and don't walk in next to each other, on top of each other, because it sets it off for the next person. And also, if you have items, don't set it next to the metal detectors because it'll set it off for whoever's going through. And there's just several things that will set those detectors off when you guys are walking through on top of each other that way. So if we can spread apart, create some distance there, and don't get your items close to each other when you're walking through the metal detectors. Walk straight through the center, don't bump them, and just create some space there, guys. Appreciate y'all's help.
Thank you, and back to the studio.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Count Wildcat Sports is brought to you by Southern Charm Home Cooking. We spoke with Gwen, one of our varsity basketball players, about their game today and how they've been preparing for it. Let's send it over to her now.
Hey Cats, today I'm here with Gwen, one of our varsity basketball players. So y'all are going into round 2 playoffs today. Can you tell me how y'all been preparing for that?
We've been doing a lot of practicing, a lot of defense, a lot of fast break drills. Yesterday we did a little offense and the guys were on defense. We had a few boys come over to help us out. We've been preparing by working together a lot and trying to have a good mental for tonight. I think if we play good and use everything we did, yesterday and include everything we used in Hail Doggo, I think we can win. Good luck to y'all, and thank you. Back to the studio.
For those of you that did not know, there was a track meet yesterday. Our track athletes headed over to GP and came out successful and proud of how they performed. Congratulations to them. Let's send it over to Coach Gonzalez to get a closer look on how they did.
Good morning, Calallen. I'm here with Coach Gonzalez. Can you tell me about the track meet yesterday?
Yes, we went over to GP track meet yesterday in the nice weather that we had, blowing wind, and throwers did pretty good. We took a couple of first places in discus and a couple of second places. The runners they competed well. They were in the mix in every race, and I think we did pretty good. The girls' side, I know they finished second place in the team standings, and they had a lot of placers in there. So all in all, with 16 teams there, did pretty good.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Now back to the
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Happy Valentine's Day, Cats. And now let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, Maddie.
And now it's time for your local weather forecast with James right after this short break.
Are you tired of your outdoor rugs notwithstanding the outdoor elements? Rug edges curling up, rugs losing their shape and constantly being blown over by the wind? So was I. Hi, I'm Whitney, owner and creator of Wugs, Weighted Rugs by Wit. Wugs are outdoor rugs with a patent-pending weighted system built onto the back of the rug. Using American-made steel, the weighted system helps to keep the wug stretched out and fibers tight to prevent the edges from curling and keep the wug in place on those windy days. With Wugs, you can spend less time trying to uncurl your rug ends and more time relaxing outdoors.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Your weather forecast is brought to you by Baytech Robinson Families. One more day of these abnormally cold conditions, then back up to the warm, and then right back down to mild temperatures. Currently, temperatures at 49 degrees with that wind chill at 45, with cloudy skies, slight chance of rain, and winds out of the north at 9 miles an hour, just like yesterday. But on our Doppler radar, we can actually see a couple scattered showers across the region. In particular, showers arcing from across San Patricio County down into Jim Wells County and moving northward. We'll also have a small craft advisory for offshore waters. Of course, there's still going to be some gusty winds in coastal and nearshore waters, but mainly offshore is the concern in the Corpus Christi forecasting waters. Looking on your 2 to 10, as you can see, temperatures up to 53 degrees and staying at 53 all the way until 6 p.m. and then warming up to 54 at 10 p.m., something we very, very rarely see here in the coastal bend. And that chance of rain actually increasing throughout the day as well, going up to 10% by 10 p.m. and those winds remaining relatively light, starting out at 8 miles an hour at 2 p.m., decreasing to 4 by 10 p.m. On your 3-day outlook, we've got quite some different conditions here. Tomorrow, 82 degrees, back up into those warmer ranges with partly cloudy skies and a 20% chance of rain. Winds will be out of the southwest 10 to 20 miles per hour, and that will be because of an expected severe weather outbreak across the deep south, particularly in Louisiana, Arkansas, and Mississippi. We're going to be getting some warmer weather just for that day. As you can see, the cold front will be passing through our area that night. Sunday and Monday, temperatures in the high 60s to low 70s with little to no chance of rain and winds generally out of the northeast and east behind that front. With that, let's take it back to the anchors.
Thank you, James.
And that's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So, Callie, do you have a date for Valentine's Day?
Yes, William. It's February 14th.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at CalallenTV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos. And as always,
stay classy, Calallen.